Speak version equals 1.0 XML, lang equals ENUS. Voice name equals NUS Jenny neural. Prosody rate equals -10%, pitch equals -2 Hz. / prosody. / voice. / speak. Speak version equals 1.0 XML, lang equals ENUS. Voice name equals NUS Jenny neural. Prosody rate equals -10%, pitch equals -2 Hz. Imagine waking up one morning to find that everything you thought you knew about your own mind is wrong. What if the way we understand consciousness has been just a tiny piece of an enormous puzzle, waiting for us to uncover its true complexity? This revelation could change not only how we see ourselves but also reshape every aspect of our lives, how we work, relate, and even dream. Are you ready to dive into this mind-bending journey that might turn your world upside down? The idea of consciousness is profound, yet it's something we experience every day. It's the awareness that allows us to think, feel, and make decisions, basically, everything about who we are as individuals. But what if this fundamental aspect of human existence could be understood in a new way? That's exactly where our journey takes us today. Imagine for a moment how consciousness affects your daily life. From waking up with the morning light to deciding on breakfast or choosing which book to read at night, every choice you make is influenced by it. But now imagine if we had a clearer understanding of what makes those decisions possible, what exactly is happening in our minds when we choose one path over another. In this episode, we explore how reimagining consciousness might reshape the way we think about psychology and intelligence. We'll dive into some fascinating implications for humanity, considering both practical applications and broader societal impacts. Let's start by looking at what happens inside your brain during these decision-making processes. When you make a choice, whether it's as simple as picking an apple from a bunch or deciding to take on that challenging project, it involves complex interactions within the neural networks of your mind. Your brain is essentially a vast network of neurons, each capable of sending and receiving signals at breakneck speed. These neurons form connections with others through synapses, creating intricate pathways for information processing. Research in neuroscience has shown us how these processes work in detail. When you're deciding between two options, parts like the prefrontal cortex are heavily involved. This area is responsible for higher-order thinking and decision-making. Meanwhile, areas like the amygdala play a role by influencing emotions that can affect your choices. But what if we could optimize this process to make in the fourth episode of our series on consciousness, we're diving into a mind-blowing idea that could change everything. The question is no longer just what makes us who we are but how understanding this can shape humanity's future. Consciousness isn't something you can touch or measure directly with tools like rulers and scales. It's more elusive, a sense of self-awareness, the ability to think about thinking itself. But imagine if scientists found a way to fully understand consciousness and harness its power for good. Imagine having complete control over your thoughts, emotions, and decisions. Imagine making better choices that lead you towards happiness and success without even realizing it until much later. That's not just science fiction, researchers are getting closer every day. The implications of this idea ripple through psychology, intelligence, decision-making, every corner of the human experience. We could unlock new levels of self-awareness, enabling us to make smarter decisions faster than ever before. Imagine a world where everyone has access to tools that help them navigate their lives more effectively and happily. Let's break it down step by step. Firstly, think about how this affects psychology. Current therapies often involve trial and error or lengthy processes of self-discovery. But what if you could pinpoint the exact thoughts causing anxiety or depression? Imagine treatments becoming highly personalized, faster, and more effective than ever before. You might find yourself waking up each morning feeling better prepared to handle life's challenges because your mind is already in its best state. Secondly, consider how this idea impacts intelligence. Intelligence isn't just about solving complex math problems, it's also understanding emotions, navigating social interactions, knowing when you're being manipulated, basically having a complete picture of the world around us. And within the exploration of consciousness continues, delving into its profound impact on our lives. This idea isn't just about understanding the self, it's about how we make decisions and shape our future in a deeply personal way. Imagine waking up each morning with an unlimited set of choices, a blank canvas to paint your life as you see fit. That's what consciousness allows us to do, but only if we understand its depths fully. Consciousness isn't just awareness, it's the ability to think about thinking and make decisions based on complex emotions, intelligence, and personal values. When we talk about decision-making, we're really talking about how our brains process information from different sources, emotions, past experiences, logical reasoning, and combine them into a coherent choice. For instance, when you decide what to eat for breakfast, your brain pulls in data like hunger signals, nutritional knowledge, and even the smell of food. Consciousness lets us weigh all these factors together. Psychologists have long studied how emotions influence our decisions. Take fear as an example. It's not just a feeling, it can drive actions too. Fear might make you avoid something dangerous but could also paralyze your ability to think clearly in other situations. Similarly, happiness and joy can boost creativity and motivation, allowing us to explore new ideas or take on challenging tasks. Intelligence plays another crucial role here. A highly intelligent person has the capacity to analyze complex information more efficiently than someone with less cognitive power. This isn't just about raw IQ, it's also about how well you apply that intelligence in different scenarios, like recognizing patterns, understanding abstract concepts, and making connections between seemingly unrelated pieces of knowledge. So, when we combine these elements, the emotional, the intelligent, and the conscious, we get in the vast tapestry of human existence. Understanding consciousness isn't just an academic exercise. It has profound implications for how we live our lives and make decisions that affect not only us but everyone around us. Let's dive into some real-world scenarios where knowing more about consciousness can change everything. First off, consider decision-making in daily life. Imagine you're at the grocery store trying to decide between two brands of cereal. One is cheap, one costs a bit more. The cheaper option might be quicker and easier, just pick it up and go. But what if we understood how your mind processes this choice? Understanding consciousness can help us recognize that sometimes, taking time to consider different options could lead you to make better choices for yourself. Now think about workplace environments. In any office or factory setting, employees often face a series of decisions throughout their day, whether they take the stairs instead of the elevator, which projects to work on first, and how much effort goes into each task. If managers understand more deeply why people make certain decisions, they can create better systems that encourage productivity without causing burnout. In education too, understanding consciousness could revolutionize learning methods. Teachers might be able to tailor their teaching strategies based not just on what students learn but also how different minds process information and form memories. This means personalized approaches where each student gets the support best suited for them individually, opening up endless possibilities in educational settings worldwide. The healthcare industry is another area ripe with potential benefits from a deeper understanding of consciousness. Mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, or even chronic pain can be deeply rooted in how our brains perceive and process information about ourselves and the world around us. By delving into these processes, doctors might find new ways to help patients as we look back on our journey through the depths of consciousness. One question remains at the forefront: how does understanding this complex and fascinating concept shape who we are as individuals? How can it guide us in making better decisions for ourselves and others? Imagine a world where every choice you make is not just based on instinct or habit but informed by an awareness that extends beyond your immediate self. This awareness, rooted deeply within the fabric of consciousness itself, could lead to profound shifts in how we perceive reality. In psychology, decision-making often relies on cognitive biases, mental shortcuts our brains take to process information quickly. But what if these biases weren't always necessary? What would happen if every choice was made with a broader understanding of not just ourselves but the intricate web that connects us all? Imagine stepping into your day knowing you're part of something much larger, where each action has potential ripples far beyond what can be seen at first glance. Every interaction could then become an opportunity to contribute positively, whether it's through kindness or simply being more mindful. But this isn't just about individual actions, it's also a call for collective change. Consciousness is not merely the sum of our parts but something that arises from their interplay. Understanding how we can align with these higher states could revolutionize society as we know it, fostering an environment where cooperation and empathy thrive over conflict. The power lies in recognizing every moment as valuable, a chance to learn more about ourselves and each other. This doesn't mean ignoring emotions or instincts, rather, integrating them into a larger tapestry of awareness that includes the needs and feelings of others around us. In intelligence tests today, we often focus on quick problem-solving skills. Speed is valued over depth. But what if this before we move forward? If you want to think smarter, subscribe. The next step will level up your mind. Growth begins the moment we choose to think differently. Welcome to Cognitive Ladder. Growth is a ladder. Every idea is another step. /prosody /voice /speak